All right, here we are. It's Friday, and we are going to get our fitness on. I am Selena, your pro coach, and we are in my garage where I get some of the best workouts done. Believe it or not. Really, truly, in my garage is where I started my transformation when I lost, 27 pounds before I started competing. I did all of my workouts in my garage. I didn't like to go to the gym at that point in time. So I did everything in the garage, and that's where I lost, almost 30 pounds of weight. So it's cool. I'm good with it. This is a different garage from where I lived at that point. But I got my kickboxing bag, and we are going to do some kickboxing. Now, before you start any workout, you want to make sure that you get a good warm-up in. And I've shown you my battle rope warm-up. I really enjoy the battle ropes. If you don't have ropes, you could always jump rope or do high knees. But any type of cardio, just to get your heart rate up and your blood flowing, a good 5 to 10 minutes, where you really start feeling the sweat, the burn, right? You just want to wake up your body and get all your muscles, get the oxygen in the blood to all of your muscles before you start exercising. And then when you finish, which I'm not going to do here, but when you finish, do a little cool down, some stretches, some yoga, and just make sure you get all that lactic acid out of your muscles. So, kickboxing. All right, if you've never done kickboxing before, that's okay. I'm going to go over the basics. But basically, you don't need a kickboxing bag to do kickboxing. You can do all of these moves in what I call shadow boxing. So where you are just punching and kicking without having a bag to make contact with. Perfectly fine. All of these moves you can do in that fashion. But I do have a bag, so we are going to do it on the bag. As well, if you have a bag, you want to make sure you have some gloves to protect your hands. Okay? Protect that manicure. So, you're going to get into it. When you pop on, let me know that you're coming at me. Say hi, give me a wave, and let me know how you're doing in the detox, if you're participating in the detox. I'm going to have my gloves on, so I'm not going to be able to wave back to you, but please let me know that you're here. Comment below. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know, #replay. All right. So, kickboxing, you've got either your right foot forward or your left foot forward. And depending on what foot forward that you have, that's going to be the side where you initiate a jab. So we are going to start with doing 10 rounds on each side of a jab, and then using the opposite arm to cross. So you want to bring your hands up to protect your pretty face. When you're done with each of the movements, you're light on your feet, you're light in your knees, and you just kind of get this little rock back and forth. Kind of keep everything moving. So we're going to do 10 on each side. Jab, jab, jab. And then we're going to cross. Now if you can see, I can push this down a little bit. I don't know if you can see, you're going to be light on your back foot. So you're really like on the balls of your feet almost, okay? You want to be light on your feet. Get that boxer shuffle going. Okay, so we're going to do that again. I'm just warming up the shoulders, warming up the arms. So you can see, if you were to do this without the gloves, without the bag rather, you're just going to, and you're coming straight off of the shoulder. So you want to keep in alignment with the shoulder. And you start getting a good amount of cardio, a good amount of sweat worked up pretty quick. So now we're going to do that in combination, all right? Jab, cross, jab, cross. And in between each round, you're going to reset, bringing your hands up to protect that pretty face. Jab, cross. Okay, that's the basics. we're going to add a couple more types of punches in sequence. So we went over a jab and a cross. Now we're going to add in a hook. So here you want to really be tight in the core. I mean, all of these movements, you're really tight in the core, but especially with the hook. So everything comes off of the hip. So we're rotating with our whole body, starting on the balls of our feet. You don't want to keep your knees locked and try to rotate. That's not going to be good for your knees. So you're coming up right to the side. If you were thinking of an opponent, right to their side there. So it's hook. And the other side, hook. And you can get faster. Okay, so we're doing 10 for each. Now we're going to add that to the jab cross. So we're going to go jab cross, hook, hook. Okay? As you're popping on, just give me a wave. I can't say hi back because I have the gloves on, but we are kickboxing. And just know that all of these exercises you can do without a bag, you can do without gloves, you can just do in the air, what I call shadow boxing. Jab cross, hook, hook. Left, right, left, right. Now notice, when I'm done with the sequence, I'm bringing my hands back up to protect your face. Not that you would ever need to use this on a one-to-one type of, where you're actually boxing someone. However, in kickboxing, this is how you end the sequence. So, jab, cross, hook, hook. We're doing 10. That's 1. Now, kickboxing is really a good mental workout as well, because you need to think of how you're changing directions of your punches and your kicks when you're performing them in a sequence like I am. Now, when I train individuals, when I have trained individuals on kickboxing, I will call out the sequence so that they have to quickly think about it and change. Now, not to mention, this is a great stress reliever. If you are pissed at something or someone and you don't have like a way to get it out, do some shadow boxing, because this is a great stress reliever. All you got to do is envision whoever it is that you're having quarrels with on the bag. And if you don't have a bag, like I said, just put a bullseye on the wall and shadow box to it. All right, next sequence. We are going to do uppercuts. So here, your arms are in tight. Your elbows are in tight in your body. Remember, this is all core. We're light in the knees, soft in the knees, and soft on the ankles, but you are engaged. So you're coming from the midsection, driving up. That's an uppercut. Ideally, if you were actually in a boxing situation, you would use this to come up onto the chin. So if we add that to the sequence now, it's going to be a jab cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. All right, let's do it. Jab cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Now you notice you can do this as fast and as slow as you want, but when you do these sequences quickly, you can build up some heat, generate some heat real fast. Doesn't take much. It's a great workout. Like I said, with or without a bag, you can do this. It's a great ab workout, shoulder workout, and when we start using the kicks, it will be a good leg workout too. But being light on your knees and light in your heels, engaging the core, you're going to feel it in your legs. So really, it's a full body workout. Okay, so for those kicks, now the idea is, and I'm going to take my gloves off to show you, because I don't need my gloves to kick. How we doing? Who's here? Jane, how you doing? Felicia, Irene, love y'all. Give me a little sip of water. I haven't had my first meal yet for the detox. Have y'all? Some of you have posted pictures of yours that look so good, makes me so hungry. When I'm done with this, I'm getting it. Okay. So for the kick, what you want to do is position your hips square with the bag. You're going to be light on that front ball of your toe, and it's a rotating type of kick. So when you're making contact, or if you're doing it in the air, you're aiming for the top of your foot, not your toe. All right, so it's rotating like so. Now you can have all different heights of the kick, but the idea is, even if you were doing this in the air, is to rotate. Okay, so you'd want to put some sort of bullseye, have some sort of marker to aim for. You want to try to aim for the same spot on each of the kicks. And you're pivoting that front foot as you come around. Okay, so it's a fluid motion. And there you go. What do you think about the kicks? It's one of my favorite, of course. Now you can also side kick, which then you're going to have your, whatever your target is going to be right next to your hip. And I suggest the aim for hip height. And you're going to come down into a little bit of a squat. And this is a movement that takes a couple of parts to it. So what you're going to do is kind of cock and load your leg and come out to the side. So you're coming up, you're loading it, coming up, and then bringing it back down. I don't have too much room on the camera here to show you too many of those, but the idea is you're coming down into a lowered squat, cocking your knee up, bringing it out, bringing it back, and down. So really like a three-part motion. Okay, so let's add the punches to the kick. Let me know if you are enjoying this, watching me sweat. Of course, you can watch it on the replay and do it along with me. That's the idea of Fitness Friday, for you can do it along with me. So we are going to do a little bit different here. We're going to do jab cross, uppercut, hook, and a kick. So starting with the jab on the left side, that's going to be the sequence. So it's going to look like this. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, kick. So it's left, right, right, kick. All right. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, kick. And this really is a killing combination. So that sequence you'd want to do on both sides. So what you would do is switch your front foot so that you are jabbing from the right. So it'd be right, left with the cross, uppercut with the left, uppercut with the right, hook with the left, and kick with the left. You want to make sure you're even. And I did it wrong. See, this is a mental workout. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, kick. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook, kick. And I did it wrong. I switched them again. Okay, So that is just a taste of what you can do for cardio kickboxing, and it hasn't even been that long, and as you can tell, I need to catch my breath. So the idea is, when you do these sequences, I did the larger combos. I only did 5 of those, but the idea is to do 10 sets. So 10 rounds of each of the combo. Take a little break, make sure you're still moving, and then come back at it. And that what gives you a Tabata style cardio kickboxing sequence. So I suggest starting off with maybe 15 minutes and working your way up. Normally my kickboxing classes are 45 minutes long. That does include a warm-up and a cool-down, and so you get about 30 minutes of the actual kickboxing. So try it out, let me know what you think, and I really want to hear from you about how you're doing on the detox. So please be sure to tune in later. Woo! Because I'm going back on live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, excuse me, where we are going to talk about gut health and inflammation. So bye-bye icky gunk in your gut, and hello happy, because it really all starts in your gut. So I hope this was fun for you to watch me sweat. Let me know what you thought. Drop me a comment. Let me know when you're watching on the replay. Love you all. Peace.